Today we're going to do a gentle morning art flow. You know how when you do simple stretches in the morning, your body feels so good? We're going to do this to make our minds feel so good and our souls feel so good because we're being creative first thing. The prompts are super simple and slow. They are listed in the description below, but I'll also tell you what they are as I am going. So to start this art flow, I want you to close your eyes, grab a pencil, and make long, lazy lines with your pencil. So I am closing my eyes. I'm actually going to use my non-dominant hand also. And where's the edge of my page? I'm just going to start to make long, lazy lines back and forth, up and down the page. You can make as many or as few as you want. Okay. Prompt number 2 is to use a palette knife to add a textured area. So I am using Payne's Gray, Burnt Umber, and White today. So I might just add straight up Payne's Gray for my textured area. It's one of my favorite colors. So you can see how this palette knife just automatically adds texture. And you can make your area as big or as small as you want. The prompts are just that, a prompt to get you started, but you get to finish where you'd like. Next is mix some watery paint and let it flow around the page. So I'm gonna mix together some of this Burnt Umber and the Payne's Gray. And then I'm gonna lighten it up with white, and then I'll add some water to get it watery. Isn't that a beautiful color that they make together? It's like a blue-gray. Okay, so that's the color I want. Now, I need to get a brush and I'm gonna get it wet with some water and just make this paint really watery. And then I will add it to my page and let it flow around. So I think I'll add it over here and see if it'll do some drips. You can also add extra water to it if you want it to start dripping. Isn't that color just so beautiful? I'm just going to add some more because it feels good. Very cool effects going through that wet paint. I love it. Okay, next, I'm going to gently drag something through your wet paint. So it can be like a nail. This is my favorite nail to drag stuff through. One of these like catalyst wedges. I also have, well, you can use your palette knife and drag lines through it. So whatever you want to use to drag something through your wet paint. So I think I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go this way so that the blue drags through into that gray. Look how cool that is. And then there's extra left over, so it'll make marks in other places if you want to add those. Next we have add wavy lines to your page with a brush. So I think I am going to use a smaller brush. You can use whatever size brush you'd like. I'm going to use a smaller one, and I think I'll use this dark mix that I made before I added the white. So wavy lines, wherever you want them. You can play with like twisting your brush as you go. I have a flat brush, so I can get different thicknesses to those lines. So that's kind of fun to play with. And more here. Okay. And then splatter some paint on your page. So I'm gonna splatter, let's see, I think I'll use the burnt umber since that was mixed into everything. We don't really see it. So I think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use my bigger brush again. Get some of that. And then just splatter. You just hit your brush while you're over your painting, and that's how you get splatters. One way anyway. And there we go. A gentle morning art flow. That was just wonderful to create and simple and fun. And all I'm gonna do now that I'm looking at it, I want a little bit more of that flowy paint to come this way. So this is what you can do too. You can just kind of play around. You could go through the prompts again on this page and just keep adding stuff with the prompts. Just keep repeating them. Or just let your creativity take off now that you've had prompts to get you started. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out what supplies I used in the description below, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for joining me today. I'm all about helping you grow your own creative practice full of peace, intention, and curious exploration. Find out more when you visit jenfletcherart.com. I'll see you soon.